What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be watching Bridgerton. Hopefully guys having a fantastic Sunday, and this is going to make it even better so you can kick back, relax and enjoy today's episode. If you've missed the first two episodes and they're already uploaded to the channel, you can go back and watch them so you don't get any spoilers and you can get up to date with current episode. Now to recap the last episode, we had Nigel, I think his name was, Burbrook, I think his name is. He was pretty much selling Daphne. He was saying, mate, I've got a contract here. We're getting married. I got your hand from your brother and we're definitely getting married. And she's like, there's no chance, mate. You are a creepy guy. You tried to attack me. That's why I clocked you. And we're not even going to get married. And then he pretty much said, well, how's everybody else going to feel? A young girl walking around in the woods on her own at the night. You know, pretty much that information, it can ruin the family. It kind of looks like she's, well, I took it as if she was trying to sleep with the insinuation of she was sleeping with different men out in the streets at the night time, obviously, and that'll damage the reputation. So she said that maybe she's just gonna have to marry him just for the sake of the family. And then obviously he started chatting to the Duke, and the Duke retaliated. He absolutely punched his face in, didn't he? He proper done him in there. He was well blooded and bruised. And Daphne and the Duke were saying if this is to work, then they're going to have to go all in. They're going to have to be proper hardcore. He said he wants her to call it by Simon, his first name, not the Duke. And we also seen a flashback as well with his dad, which is absolutely ruthless, saying that he's no son of his, and he's a halfwit, just because like he had a stutter when he was a little kid, yeah. And right at the very end, as his dad was dying, the Duke went in to see him, and his dad was like, mate, I'm so happy that you're back. You can carry on the family name. And the Duke made him a vow, didn't he? He's like, it's the only vow that I'm ever going to make in my life. And it is, I'm never going to carry on your name. I'm never going to marry, and I'm never going to bear a child. And the Hastings name's going to end with me. And then now, he's stuck in a situation with Daphne where he's actually thinking, wow, this girl, man, she's beautiful, she's fantastic. And I think he's actually falling for her, and he's stuck between two minds, whether to actually get with Daphne or whether to actually stick with his dad's word and to never marry her again and carry on the name. So that is really, really interesting. So if you guys are enjoying today's episode and you're looking forward to the rest of this series, please smash the like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for clicking on my video. Really, really, really do appreciate it. There's going to be a Vampire Diaries episode later on today as well, so you can get that and enjoy those videos. Thanks for supporting that series as well. And as always, let's jump into the episode. Oh, I bet the Duke's streaming. Oh, it was her dreaming.
By Miss Daphne Bridgerton, who has apparently rejected not one, not two, but 3 proposals already this week.
In battle of the season, I am your trusted general, marshalling the troops.
Wellington could only hope for a soldier so brave
and handsome.
This girl, I want her to get with Daphne's brother.
And how long does it take for a letter to arrive from Spain?
Sir George is with the front line. It must be terribly difficult to get letters in and out. You must be patient.
Penelope Featherington, what did I tell you about cavorting with the expectant?
Marina has been in here for ages, Mama.
Out.
Honestly, I want to know, right, what is her mum's problem? Like, why does she hate her so much just because she's pregnant? I mean, okay, she's not going to be able to be put up for marriage, so to speak, as everybody seems to be done in this situation, but I mean, to lock her away and not have no friends and no one to talk to and just leave her in a room for 9 months seems pretty harsh.
What you want became immaterial long ago. You shall wed, and you shall do it as soon as possible. It'll be fitted for a new wardrobe. It's about time you dressed in the family colours anyway.
Lord Hardy was asking about you at White's last night.
Lord Hardy. What about the Duke?
The Duke
Has not proposed, Mamma.
Just simply marry the man who feels like your dearest friend.
Oh. Oh, is that it, Mamma? Well, how very simple. Yes.
That is funny. Is this bad guy? Dun, 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 dun. I'm loving it between these.
I suspect you would need less protection from our beloved packs of ambitious Mammas.
Call me the general, yet you were the first to draw blood.
Can I say, right, Bad Guy is 10 out of 10 song. Like, I don't care what anyone says, right? The beat is unreal. The song's sick. Honestly, it's so good. No matter how you put it, whether it was the pop version that Billie Eilish done, piano version's good, this violin version's decent as well. It's just a banger.
I was wondering if you might do me the honor of the dance tonight.
He's panicking, he don't know what to say.
Yourself settling?
Another excellent question.
My ancestral home is really quite large. Much larger than most others in the area.
Fascinating.
Guys was bragging about his riches.
I would not worry, Lady Bridgerton. Look at them. They are clearly attached.
And how did you find our eligible bachelors?
I must confess, I felt more chemistry when being fitted at the modiste. Or watches Miss Cowper lowers her eyes. Oh, so demure.
I do believe he just told Miss Cowper that her gown is exquisite.
Your gown, it is exquisite.
My apologies. It's entirely your fault.
How does one manage to make such a terribly unbecoming sound while laughing?
Oh god.
Hello? The shop has closed?
Bloody hell, see? You're scared me of my wits.
What? I used the back entrance as you asked.
Oh, she was just speaking with like a French accent, wasn't she? And then now she's just like, boom, nice into a full royal British accent. That's funny, that. Also, is this the girl that is going out, well, was sleeping with the Bridgerton brother, and then he said he disregarded her and said that he can't see her no more?
I am no innocent debutante.
And more's your good fortune. Would you prefer to sit around simpering over your needlework or whatsoever it is these debutantes must do to pass the time?
Proved you remain capable of laughing again in my presence.
You can't fault me for being doubtful of your intentions.
Indeed I can. For all the mischief you have witnessed me make, you ought also to have known I would never make a fool of a lady, and certainly not one such as your sister.
That is true.
Confound me. You are respectful, and yet I know you have no intention of marriage.
You look exceedingly familiar to me, my lord. Or is it your grace? Perhaps tomorrow night?
Oh, I wonder if that Bridgerton's going to get jealous.
I thought a bit of warm milk might help matters.
Shall I ring for a servant?
No. No, do not wake them. I should not know how to do it.
Oh, the privileges of being rich, eh? Not know how to turn on a cooker.
Cold milk, then.
Most refreshing given the heat.
Do you know the reason he is so opposed to marriage?
Daft.
He is your closest friend.
Them glasses are mad. Look at them bottles.
He barely knew his father. Never knew his mother. Not one sibling. You must not concern yourself with his troubles. You must simply know some people are not meant to be together. How much we might wish otherwise.
Oh, he's speaking about himself, isn't it? Like, he really, really, really wants to go out with that opera girl. And obviously, I think he cares about his reputation and his family being a Bridgerton that much that he's not even going to give her the chance because of what people will say. And he's, mate, it's so sad that people don't go with the heart over the mind.
Prince Friedrich of Prussia. His Highness has come to our shores in want of a fine Fraulein.
He's meant to be quite the reader.
Were I looking for a list of debutantes and their dubious accomplishments, I could have stayed home and read Lady Whistledown. No.
Miss Marina Thompson, a distant cousin of my husband's.
Miss Thompson, the pleasure is mine.
Entirely.
Thompson?
I certainly was not addressing you.
Oh.
Such a lovely girl with such an ugly countenance.
You are a meddlesome little wench, and you clearly do not understand the gravity of your situation.
I mean, that guy, right, was about 50, and she's like 18, 16. Like, that is ridiculous. No wonder she parred him off. There's no chance that I would be going out with that guy.
Yes, it seems the art is not the only beautiful thing on display at present.
Hey, what a sweet line.
Are you enjoying your time here in London?
Think of Vienna. Miss Bridgerton?
I believe there is a gaggle of young ladies waiting for your favour.
He can either see it as playing hard to get, which he probably likes, because obviously he's a prince and he's used to people being drooling around him, so he's obviously had everything handed on a plate. And obviously he can see this as she's playing hard to get, and obviously he's going to be more intrigued in her, follow her around, you know, ask more questions. But she's just seeing it as, mate, she's just literally focused on the Duke. No matter who's around, she just wants him, doesn't she? She's dreaming about him, she enjoys the company, the situation, and she's probably just going to go after him and try and find him now. So it's very interesting. Even though this guy's a prince, yeah, she's not focused on that. Look at him.
Pride is a sin, your grace.
One of the lesser sins, but do not worry. We must all start somewhere.
You are not half as shocking as you think you are. First thing in the morning, when I'm all alone, I've not yet spoken to a soul. I look outside the window and it is serene.
Oh, they're touching hands, isn't it? She's hilarious.
That was the most romantic thing I've ever seen.
Oh, the prince is going to enjoy the competition.
Are you sure there are no gentlemen lingering about the gallery?
Oh, the Bridgerton guy is going to be...
These days, the modern young lady must display a miscellany of talents in her quest for a suitor.
Actually means a king. Where on earth do they keep him anyway?
Innit? Where is the king?
The Bridgerton girl is the incomparable of the season.
Hey, what a shot.
You can take your reading outside.
You say that as if reading were a bad thing.
I meant no such thing.
But it'll not gain me a husband. Is that what you meant then? Eloise. You wish to follow your heart, and I wish to nurture my mind.
You are not the only one with troubles, Eloise. You have no idea what it...
I'm with Eloise here. Like, everyone's swooning over Daphne, right? Nobody's swooning over her. Yet she doesn't actually care. She wants to be intellectual. She wants to make something of her life. She wants to accomplish great things. I'm not saying Daphne doesn't, but all she's caring for is finding the perfect guy and being a housewife. And Eloise doesn't want that. She wants to be educated and well respected and, you know, prosper in the world as a woman. Where obviously, on the other hand, Daphne, she just cares about, you know, being the talk of the town, the focus on all the men, don't you? So it's totally different contrasts. And she's saying that she's under a lot of stress as well, but what's her stress? Choosing a husband. She's got a stress of trying to accomplish things and being herself and being a woman and succeeding.
Why have you brought me here? Because I wanted you to see your future firsthand, should you refuse to follow my instructions.
And has he written back to you? Ever since informing
Oh,
him?
that's ruthless, that, innit?
Sweet child. Many men make declarations of love when they want to make love.
That is so true, innit, mate? How many times do people say stuff during the moment? Oh, I love you, you're the best, you're the only one, I want to be with you forever. And after it, they're like, see you later, mate, thanks for that. Let's get off. You know, that is the harsh truth of life. There's many, many, many people like that.
Why ever would you put up with such pranks?
It was my friend. Who do you think ended up helping your brother get the animal back out?
Of course it was you. My mother told me something curious the other day. That one should marry one's dearest friend. What I mean is, there are other things. Physical, or perhaps intangible, that bring a couple together.
It's a good question, really.
You are beastly. Never mind.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the absurdity of how little mothers tell their daughters.
It is true, innit?
Well, I'm certainly going to tell you.
How am I ever to find a proper husband if I do not even know what I'm to be searching for?
You will know when you know. A husband and a wife? Well, it is a natural continuation of what happens at night.
At night?
When you are sleeping.
Mate, imagine trying to have a sex talk to like 16, 17. Oh, right, she's not done that.
You can touch yourself. And when you find a feeling you particularly enjoy, you can carry on with that. And eventually you'll reach a release.
That's bare intense, that. Like, it's proper intense. Look at them.
Come.
New info. Hey, come, mate. That was a sick line to put in.
And if she loses her chance of such an extraordinary match simply because she is too wrapped up in your charms, well then, she would be a fool. And I would never forgive you your carelessness.
Some bits of your sketchbook in the fireplace.
You spying on me now?
You would actually have to be interesting for me to bother spying on you. Look no further than Lady Whistledown. She possesses a huge talent for writing, and yet she must hide away and publish under a false name.
Yes, because if anyone knew who Whistledown truly was, she'd be strung up for what she said.
That is not my point.
I wonder if Eloise is Lady Whistledown. just that could be a random thing that, because it's a woman and she wants to do writing and she wants to be successful and she wants people to listen, but because it's a woman, she has to hide away and pretend who she really is. That could be a good little twist.
Whistledown is a woman. Therefore, she has nothing.
Are you Lady Whistledown?
Oh, that's what I just said.
You're an accomplished writer. We're scribbling in that diary of yours, and you certainly know everyone else's business.
Mate, if I've just called it Eloise, I am well chuffed for that, and I should definitely get a like on the video.
Doing something different. I would say
Oh, he's gonna push her away.
Yes, but well, perhaps the two of us.
I shall not be joining you today, Miss Bridgerton.
What can you mean?
Is it not obvious?
Apparently not. If I require your further elaboration.
You have a bevy of suitors at your disposal. I am and always will be a rake. So before I corrupt you any further,
To me, I assure you, I'm quite capable of deciding the bounds of my own propriety.
you will be very happy with your prince, Miss Bridgerton.
I really want this guy to get with her. He really wants to be with her.
Gentleman is here for you.
Yes, please be him. Please be him.
To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
I wanted to see you.
Yeah, because I miss you.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Position in life remains unchanged. And so too does mine.
Go on.
You are the Viscount. Your responsibility will always be to that title above all else. You shall marry. See, I shall always be the woman you may love in darkness, but never in the light of day.
Yes, mate. Even though I want these two to be together, I'm so happy that she stood up for herself.
A letter from Spain. It must be from Sir George. He's written back to you.
Nothing more to do with me or my situation. It would seem our efforts were not in vain.
That, oh, what an absolute bitch. I can't believe that she's just done that. Forged a fake letter. I cannot believe it.
Done what is right and what is best, and now she is protected. Now, draw my arches lower. Otherwise I'll have a look of constant astonishment on my face all day.
But I shall wear the white and silver instead. And my hair, will you do it just the way you like, with the circlet of jewels and flowers?
Of course.
Rather reserved all evening, Your Grace.
I have decided to leave England earlier than expected. Apologies, Lady Diana.
She's not
I believe
happy.
it's time
She's
for me to go.
disappointed.
You fool.
Innit? I mean, I'm not being funny, right? How can you just literally leave your date just like that? Like, honestly. Like, I mean, I know it's a thing in this day where you try and get somebody, you know, you're always going, can I have this dance, can I have this dance? You're obviously a suitor to the females, but obviously you can't just bounce on your date instantly, like when you're there with them. Done that on purpose, innit?
For it now appears this treasure is set to join the likes of the Queen's ever so cherished crown jewels themselves. After all, why settle for a duke when one can have a prince?
Gonna wrap up today's video. Do you know what actually interests me, right, is she's just said the line at the very end, why would somebody settle for the duke when somebody can have a prince? Now, I mean, I might be confused, but is Prince William, so our prince in England, Prince William, the next in line after Charles to the throne, he's the Duke of Cambridge, is it not? So he's a prince and a duke. Is that not the same thing? I mean, I might be totally wrong there, but I am sure Prince William is the Duke of Cambridge. So that line to me doesn't make sense, what she's just said, but, you know, maybe I'm missing something. But the story is quite interesting because obviously Simon there, he's really falling for Daphne. They even held hands, didn't they, when he was looking at the paintings, when she was talking about the one that he donated or the one that he's put up. He said that it was his mother's favourite, and she was saying that it makes her feel free, it makes her feel like she's waking up single, well, not single, but like on her own in the woods, you know, not a care in the world, relaxing. And you know, and he seemed to have really good chemistry as well. He gave her a rose as well, didn't he? He ended up telling her about touching yourself, innit, like masturbating, you know, basically. And because she was constantly thinking of him, wasn't she? She was there dreaming about him. Yeah, her head, she was tossing and turning, she didn't know what to think. And obviously he was giving her the information. And then now the Prince of Russia, he's come along. Obviously, like, he's cast a keen eye. The Queen told him as well that he better go over and impress her, and that's what he's doing. Obviously, at the end there, you had the Duke. Basically, he was saying that his time, it's done now. You know, they've done the part. They've got many suitors, and it's about time she picks one, and he's leaving. I think that's because he's getting too deep into it. He's actually loving her. You know, he can't take the fact that he might have to break his vow to his dad, that he said that he would never marry and he would never bear kids, and that is the only vow that he's ever going to make, that the Hastings name will never carry on. But then now he's really, really conflicted with Daphne, like he's really falling for her, and the only way that he can change that is by marrying her and breaking his vow to his dad, which it looks like he's got pride that he doesn't want to do, no matter how much it hurts him. Obviously, Lazy Dansbury, she just called him a fool, obviously, because he's got a pride possession there that he could possibly have to be happy, and he's literally turning his back down to pride, it pretty much looks like. And then you have sorry, I don't know the names of them all, but you have her brother. He's finally, well, he's gone to Sienna. I think he called her Sienna. Like, he went to her and he said, look, I want to be with you. And instead of falling, basically, for not for his charms, but for the fact that he is a Bridgerton, she was saying, look, mate, unless you're going to take me out into the light and show me off in front of everybody, I'm not going to be your little person on the side that can just be a quick runaround, instead of being the person that you want to be with and be married. Like, so that was good. I'm glad that she stuck up for herself. I do hope they end up being together, to be honest, because they are quite good together. And obviously I understand where he's coming from. He's probably ashamed is a really, really tight word to say, but obviously in terms of the background of how people have done it, it's not used to the way people act in them days. And then obviously you had that woman writing a letter to the girl saying that her boyfriend don't want anything to do with her now that she's pregnant, and it's not his kid, or, you know, they want he's never going to come back to her, and she forced the letter really so she can get married and be picked up and suited by somebody else, which is interesting because when the guy comes back from Spain, he's actually looking for her. She's just going to be there like, what the hell's going on? So I don't really know what the intentions are with that and how that's going to play out, but I'm sure it's all going to get wrapped up and found out at the very end. Also as well, yeah, Eloise, I've called that she's Lady Whistledown. You know, I'll take me, I'll throw my rod into a pond, I'll toss a rock and just say it's her, but only time will tell, isn't it? There's 6 more episodes, and I'm really interested to see how that goes. So if you guys are enjoying today's episode, please smash the like on the button, subscribe if you're new, check out the Vampire Diaries, which is coming all week, not every single day, but like pretty much throughout the whole week, probably throughout the whole course of the year, to be honest, because it's like 11 seasons. If you do enjoy them, please subscribe and stick around as well. So thanks very much, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers, guys.